All right. So welcome in everybody. We're going to be doing a sew-in chat today. I'm going to be doing another vinyl project bag, and we can see how things go. If anybody has any questions, my wonderful, beautiful friend P-Tiff is a mod here, and she will go ahead and help me out here. And if she'll kick me in the butt and tell me if there's any questions, because Janine is busy working, so I get to do this and she has to do that. All right, so meanwhile, let me go ahead and flip the camera. Careful for I don't want to make you guys sick. All right. Well, it would help if I use the right camera. There we go. No, I had the right one the first place. Sorry. Screwing this all up. Sorry, guys. There we go. That's better. All right. Hello, welcome in everybody. All right. Sorry. Let's see what I missed real quick. Is it true I have stinky feet? Hey, what the hell? Anyway. All right, you guys. I do have kits available in the buy it now. So if you guys want to purchase a kit, the only thing they do not come with is fusible fleece. The reason I don't include fusible fleece is you're able to go ahead and choose whatever you want. So I've gotten a little bit of a head start, and I have my 2 panels. This is the one I'm going to be sewing today. This is going to be the back back panel. This is going to be the front panel, or I might flip it anyway, vice versa. So first thing, what I like to do is, once I get to this point where I've already got them put together, I find the middle, find the center, and I draw a line down the center in order to get my, there we go, get my lines for my quilting. Melissa, you already are ahead of the game on this one, so that's kind of cool. I like to use these heat erasable pins. These are the ones I get from Amazon. They're pretty cheap. They're inexpensive, and they come with refills, so that's kind of cool, and they work great. So that's my center line, and then I usually like to go 1.5 inches to 2 inches from that line. So let's see. That is 2 inches. We'll do 2 just to make it easy today, so I don't have as many quilting lines to do. So I just go every 2 inches. And draw a line there. Got some big band music going today. Just something to chill and enjoy the day. There we go. It's 2 inches right there. Again, the cool thing about these is they're heat erasable. So you're able to get rid of these lines and people will never know that you drew them on there. Oh, buddy. All right. So there you go. You see the lines every 2 inches there. All right. Got a full bobbin. I definitely recommend everybody has a full bobbin so you don't have to play bobbin chicken. I was able to win bobbin chicken last time, and what can I say? I got lucky. All right. Got it set to 2.5. Well, it would help if I slowed it down, wouldn't it? Got my handy little Guggenheim snippers. Gotta be careful with them because they are sharp. Oh, Heidi, I have that new tote bag that I made for you. Well, hello there, Charms. How you doing, my friend? Welcome in. Don't worry, it ain't going anywhere. I told you it's got your name on it. I made Heidi another tote bag. The other day I was feeling ambitious and I got 3 projects done in one day. I do have a couple of completed project bags in the Buy It Now. So in case anybody wants one that's completed, I've got a couple of them in there. This one is going to be a little bit different. I do have a handle, which I'm going to be placing on this one. So I'll show you guys how we do that. So basically I'm just quilting it to keep the 2 panels together and give it a little bit of something interesting to look at. So is anybody else working on anything besides project bags today? Because this one should come together fairly quickly. I also got a little bit of a head start and I did some ironing. I got all of my binding strips ironed. So all we have to do is sew them together. I also have my upper contrast and my lower contrast already ironed, so I don't have to worry about doing that and waste your guys' time watching me iron, because that's no fun, you know? Then what we're gonna do after we're done quilting this is gonna push the sewing machine back a little, and I'm going to square this thing up. And someone forgot to change their needle. That's all right. I think this one will be able to survive one more project bag before I change it. So yeah, we're just making a project bag here today. When I'm done, if someone wants it, hey, you can buy it. I got this fabric from Charms Creations over there. You know, if you guys aren't following Charms, make sure you give her a follow. And while you're at it, follow my absolutely wonderful mod there, P. Tiffany. She is amazing and has some of the best patterns and all kinds of really cool stuff. Her and her husband run coin shows every now and again, and those are fun. Those are a lot of fun. You can get some really cool coins and foreign money, and it's fun. It's a good time to go in there and chat and just have a good time with everybody. All right, so those are my lines. Every 2 inches, this way they're nice and squared up. So we'll come over here and get rotary. These are the Guggenheim rotary blades. These are absolutely fantastic. They last a long time. Mine, though, has cut quite a bit of yardage, so it may be time to put it out to pasture. So just squaring it up. Making sure everything is even when I get this thing put together. All right. Oh, there we go. See, one little escapee over here. There it is. All right. All right, that's pretty even. All right, we're ready to go. So now that we have our front and back panel put together, these should be 11 by 14. And that's exactly what this is, 11 by 14. Now, in your kits, they may be a little bit bigger. So that's all right, because you can square it up to reach that 11 by 14. Now, next step, you get your vinyl. In your kits, again, your vinyl will be cut a little bit larger than what you need. And that's for you to be able to make a mistake or have a little bit of creative freedom, you can go ahead and make it a larger bag or a smaller bag. It's up to you. Again, these strips are also cut longer. So now what we're going to do is we're going to line up the raw edge of our bottom contrast with the upper edge of the vinyl. This way you can get your bottom contrast sewn on here. What we're doing is we're making the very front of our bag, and it'll come together pretty quick. And again, if you notice, I've got a little bit of a tail here, and it's a little bit bigger because I've got my vinyl cut to 15 inches. So again, that's for us to go ahead and have a little bit of creative freedom. So here we go. So we'll go ahead and do that. Get our clips out of the way. Pull our sewing machine back to a comfortable position where I can actually see. Get this lined up. Use a nice 1/4 inch there. Don't forget your back stitch. Get your clip out of the way. Make sure you're still lined up good. Maybe slow it down. Oh, not used to having this thing in my face like this. That's all right. This way you guys get to see what I'm doing. And on my other phone, like I said, I am recording this for YouTube. I don't know if I'm actually going to use it or not, or if I'm going to just go ahead and record myself doing a different one. But I am going to be putting up a YouTube link with every project bag kit that you get. This way you can sew along with me anytime you want. You don't have to wait for me to run a show. And now I'm just going to go ahead and cut that extra tail off. And I'll probably end up, don't throw that away, it's good scrap. Probably going to end up trimming it a little more in a little bit, but that's all right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a top stitch here. Change your stitch length to 3.5. Well, you can't really see it. That's because that's in the way. Okay, there we go. Change the stitch length to 3.5. There we go. Again, back stitch. Just guide it in. Let your machine do the walking. I like to try and pull this a little bit taut. This way you get a nice even amount of fabric up at the top. I appreciate everybody coming in and spending a little bit of time with me today, this Thursday afternoon. Do your back stitch. There we go. Oh yeah, this is my very first project bag. All batik. This is the one that got Story thinking. And then she rated my batik for me to go ahead and make her one, which actually came out really good. I like it. And she's finally using it, which is nice. But like I said, this one is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to go ahead and put a handle on it. Now that you got this set, again, push your machine out of the way if you're me. This is something else I use all the time. This is a 1/4 inch double-sided tape. This stuff is amazing for placing zippers. So I'm sure Aaron would have quite a few jokes about zipper placement. You know what? Let me go ahead and run a followers givey here today. Thank you guys for coming in. Get in that followers givey. Hey, you know what, April? Gotta have some good tunes. Let me go ahead and... Excuse me. There we go. See, April, I couldn't do what you were doing yesterday. That was working with that fabric. No, thank you. I'll work with vinyl. I'll work with anything under the sun. Charms. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. You don't have to do that. Come on now. All right, get to the end, just tear it off right there. Make sure, again, y'all are getting in that followers givey. All right, just smooth it out. And what I do, because, well, I hate this stuff to pull it off, is I kind of tear it. And once I get it torn, see, no nails. There we go. Got it. Once you get it torn, just go ahead and remove this protective coating. Make sure you get rid of this because cats are assholes. And you start placing your zipper. Pardon me, boys, is that the Chattanooga choo-choo, choo-choo? There we go. Now, again, this is where start trimming a little bit in a minute anyway. If you have too much of this double-sided tape exposed, you gotta tear some of it off because it'll stick to your machine and give you fits. Grab your handy zipper foot. Don't lose that. There we go. Make sure you set your needle off to the left a little bit so you're able to sew along and not get all screwed up there. All right. Let's see. Real life here, folks. Real life here. This is where you get to see me screw up. If we're lucky, you won't hear me cussing too much. There we go. Careful with this zipper foot because your hands will get a little close to that needle and you don't want to get stuck with it, because I've had it happen and it is no fun. When you get to here, go ahead and stop, lift up your zipper, lift up your foot, move that zipper out of the way, put your foot back down, and continue going. Get to the end, make sure you back stitch. Debbie Turn, thank you for being here. We'll go ahead and send you off a little something. I appreciate that. Appreciate you for being here. Thank you for being a follower. Again, we're just sewing a project bag together today. Get that zipper, get these threads trimmed up. Now make sure, again, you don't go off the edge because that would suck. Threading a zipper is no fun. I would rather work with that slippery, slinky fabric that April and Tiff love to work with than to thread a zipper. I hate doing it. You know, Sharon K asked me to do it on live the other day, and man, it was a disaster. I do think I have something figured out though, but I'll try it a little more, and if I'm able to do it, then I'll do a quick video on how to do it, and then this way everybody can learn from my mistakes, you know. I don't know about that, Tiff. If you guys don't know, Tiffany is absolutely an amazing sewist. She made me one shirt already, and she is on the bottom. Not on the bottom. I was reading and talking at the same time. She is going to be making me a second one out of a floral Cranston that I just sent her. I sent her 3.5 yards of a vintage floral Cranston. And I think she's pretty giddy right now because she loves herself some Cranston. That's like her version of Alexander Henry. Oh, you have to cut it now because I sent it to you. Oh my goodness. Moderator chat is always fun. Naylor, hey Naylor, welcome in, my friend. if you guys buy anything from the bin, even if it's just stickers, you get to go ahead and come back to this video for 90 days. And you can watch the whole thing over again for 90 days. So you can sew along with me again. So let's go ahead and recap real quick. Your front and back panel should be 11 by 14. Okay. Your fusible fleece, which is between the layer between these. I use fleece. You can use foam. You can use batting. You can use whatever you want. You can use a couple of old t-shirts. It doesn't matter. It has to be 11 by 14. So this whole panel needs to be 11 by 14. I cut the vinyl larger. It's a 15-inch rectangle. It's 15 by 9. We are going to be cutting this down so it matches the 11 by 14. I do that on purpose because you guys may want to make the bag bigger, smaller, whatever. In the kits, everything is cut larger. These strips are originally 3 inches. So you get an 1.5 inches when you're done. Because what you're going to do is you're going to fold it in half and iron it. This strip, which is the top contrast, which we're going to put on here right now. This one is a 5-inch strip that I cut down, and then you iron it in half, and you get a 2.5-inch strip. You're not going to use everything here. You're going to cut it down, and that's okay. But again, I do it because you may want your window bigger or large or smaller. This is so you can customize it to yourself. What you making? Hey, welcome in, my friend. Thank you for coming in and seeing us. That's correct. It is a project bag going on. Getting this zipper going. This double-sided tape. Kind of have a love-hate relationship with it. It does make things easier when you're placing the zipper. It's just getting this protective film that is a pain in my rear end. But makes it so much easier keeping things in place. Much, much, much easier. So again, what I'm doing here is I am just placing things and making them as even as I can. There we go. And once again, we're going to get our rotary cutter and cut that little tail off. And there we go. Don't forget your back stitch. And there we go. Get that out of your way. Get your light out of your way. Get your zipper pull out of the way. There we go. And we're off. You just don't want to sew over your zipper teeth, because if you do that, you're done. You got to start over. That's no fun. Been there, done that. Lots of cussing. You should have heard me when I made my first one of these. I was bent. I was cussing up a storm. It's a good tip there. Thank you so much, What You Making. I appreciate that. Actually, I am a diabetic and I have glucose monitor, so I keep some wipes handy that are almost like Goo Gone. It just gets all that residue off of there, so there's no stickiness. All right, there we go. Now that is our very front panel. Again, push your machine out of the way. There we go. Nope. Make sure you got your boots going the right way, because that would be no fun if you screwed that up. Again, I have screwed up more times than I wish to remember. There we go. Looks fairly good to me. Get a couple of clips to... These clips are amazing. Get them on Amazon, get them on Amazon Haul, Temu, wherever you want to get them. But these plastic clips are a lifesaver. So much easier than working with pins. I would highly suggest y'all make sure that you get yourself some. Oh, I see G9 coming out of her office. And she's walking away, pretending she didn't even hear me. How do you like that? What she doesn't know is she was caught on the other camera that'll go on YouTube. But, you know, what can I say? Get on there, you. Quit giving me a time. All right, flip it over and make sure you're nice and even, because this is where you're gonna make everything nice and square. Again, this blade is about to be replaced, so I don't mind cutting vinyl with it. Normally I would have my other rotary cutter out, but because this one is just about done with its life, it's time to go ahead and just do it, use it for whatever. Again, Guggenheim blades these things are amazing. I've cut through 10 layers of fabric with this thing. You know, just saying. But here we go. This is where I'm squaring it up. Cutting through that zipper. And see, you always get that one little piece that doesn't want to cut. There it is. All right. Get rid of that. Now, come up here. Get rid of those. Spin it around. Crunch your blade. And there we have it. Nice, quick, and easy. yourself some clips. Clip it together. Realize that you put your clip in upside down. All right. So anyhow, I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm trying to anyway. Use as many or as little of these as you want. Now that I've got that together, take a look. This is where you get your handle. And let's see. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Move your clip. Make sure that this is going to end up being your handle. Make sure that it doesn't have any twists in it. There you go. That'll end up being your handle. So kind of be in the way a little bit when you're sewing your binding on, but it'll all be all good. Take this, make sure you put it away because you're going to need it another time. Not today, but your regular standard all-purpose foot. Put that back on. There we go. And this will be our bag. I kind of like this fabric. What y'all think? I got this fabric, Farm Girl from Charms Creations. Oh my goodness. My beautiful wife is actually in the chat. How you like that one? I'm not sure. You would have to ask Charms. She might have more of it. And this is where you realize you clipped it all together and you forgot to take the paper off the one side. It's all right. Make sure you take this paper off. Don't crumple it up. Don't throw it away. Don't tear it too hard because you're going to need it. Should come off fairly easily because it's perforated. When you get to this step, like I said, just take it off. Now, this little strip of paper right here, it's not harming anybody. You'll never see it. It'll never come around. I just leave it there because taking it off will be a pain in the rear end. And clip everything back together. And there we go. All right. And that will be our bag. Now that you've got that put together, set that aside for a minute. bring your machine back. Get yourself something nice and straight. I don't know where my little square is, but I've got a bigger one here. Little 10-inch square. Go ahead and push that there. This is where you're going to sew your binding together. I know I've got it pre-ironed, but that's to save me some time, so you guys don't have to watch me iron. All right. There we go. Get your fabric pins. Pens, not pins. Draw yourself a line. Keep that handy. Keep your ruler handy. I usually use a clip or two just to keep it in place and not slide anywhere. Recenter your needle. Back stitch, there we go. Clip your extra strings there, because no need for those. There we go. And I just go a little bit past that stitched edge. And there we go. That's one. Now again, I always give you more binding than you're gonna need, and the reason I do that is we're human. We make mistakes. I know I make plenty of them when I'm doing these things. Like grabbing a bunch of clips when you already have one, a couple of them already out for this. All right, there we go. And draw your line. All right. And there we go. Just nice and easy. There we go. And we've got 3/4 of our binding stitched together. We may not need it all. If we don't, fantastic. You got a little strip of binding to do something else with. Cut a few 2-inch squares. Do something. And there we go. Well, it would help if you get both pieces of fabric. And there we go. Just set your foot down. Make sure you back stitch. There we go. Get those out of the way. Clip your strings, and there we go. Oh, it would help if you didn't skip the step where you cut the triangles off. Because you don't need that extra bulk. And there we go. And we've got all our binding ready to go, except you forgot to cut the triangles off that one too. It's all right. I haven't cussed once yet during this. How you like that one? All right, there we go. Our binding strips are all ready to go. Now we got this back. Pull that a little forward. And go ahead and get your bag set underneath. Get rid of the clip. There we go. Make sure you got some space for your bag to flow. Now, if you accidentally get rid of the paper or you tear it, whatever, it's not the end of the world. Just get some painter's tape and tape around the edges here where your foot is going to be going and sew over that tape. It'll be a little tricky to get off, but it'll save you a heck of a lot of grief because this vinyl loves to stick to your foot. I don't care if you use a Teflon foot, whatever, it's still going to stick. So just a little tip. Again, learn from my mistakes. Ask me how I know. Ask Janine, she'll tell you how many times she's heard me cuss making these things. get here, you're going to get a little bit of a pucker. That's all right. Just smooth it out. And when you're at your zipper, again, I would backstitch and go over your zipper a couple of times, because that's going to be your stop, your zipper stop. All right, this is where it's going to get a little tricky, because don't forget you've got your handle on the back side here. Again, like I said, it's going to get a little tricky. There you go. Back stitch a few times because you're going over that handle material. Get a little crooked, don't worry about it, because these stitches will be covered by the binding, so don't sweat it. Once again, back stitch over your handles. All right. Now this part right here is where you're going to have to get a little bit sticky, because this is floppy and you got to make sure that you have a nice stop for your zipper. So make sure to kind of hold them together as you're going through. And then back stitch, forward stitch. There we go. There we go, that's nice and attached. All right. Make sure that you didn't miss any spots. You're good all the way around. There's no holes in your bag. There it is. We're almost there. Now we flip this thing over here. Grab your binding. Make sure that you get, when you're putting your binding on, make sure you're putting your raw edges to the bottom here. All right. Oops, can't see what I'm doing. All right, let me push this out of the way. There we go. Make sure, again, you're putting your raw edges for your binding to the bottom. Come in here, get that 45-degree angle, and back down. Grab a clip. Clip that corner. keep going all the way down. All right. We're almost there, everybody. Make sure when you're doing this, you've got enough down here where you're gonna go ahead and hide those stitches where you put your handles on. So I would go at least a 1/2 inch in when sewing your binding. Now, keep in mind, there's definitely easier ways to do this and probably much better ways to do it, but this is just the way I know how to do it. If you've got any tips and tricks that you want to share, please feel free, because I've just been doing this for a few months now, not even a year. So I'm doing what I can.
Are you adding handles in the kits now?
I will be. I'll be adding handles to the kits. The ones in the bin don't have them, but if you would like one, just send me a quick message and I'll be happy to add one in there for you. That fabric is everything. I kind of dig the fabric. Charms Creations is the one where I got it. I don't know if she has any more. Huh?
She does.
She does have more. Okay, there you go. I'd get it quick, because that girl is going to run out. I may have to get more myself. Just saying. All right.
She has a show at 6 her time.
So at 6 her time, which right now it is 2:30. She's on the East Coast, so it's 5:30 at her time. So in a half hour, she's going to have a show, and she'll have more of this fabric. How much of it, I don't know. Now, this is where you're going to kind of match up.
They can't see you.
This is kind of where you're going to match up your seam here.
A little more. I heard that side.
Uh-huh. Oh, I'm glad you did. It was loud enough? All right. There you go. Extra binding, toss aside, save it for another project, make 2-inch squares out of it, do what you're gonna do. Now, come over here, bring your machine back. There we go. Get your light out of the, there we go. All right. There we go. And we're off to the races here. Now when you get to the corners, try and get a 45-degree angle here. Sew off the edge, come back, and you're gonna do a lot of starting and stopping here. I like to try and clip strings as I go, just so I don't have to go back and do it later. All right. And there we go. Make sure your zipper pull is out of the way, because mine wasn't. All right. There we go. Clip strings as you want. Damn strings. There's always an extra one. All right. Now let's run another followers givey. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it. We're just having a little bit of fun sewing. Not really running anything, but we'll see how it goes. Someone may want to purchase this bag I'm making right now. If you do, that's great. I'd love to sell it to you. All right. I don't claim to be perfect. About the only perfect thing I did was marry Janine. And I don't know how I got her to say yes, but I did. I probably begged and pleaded.
You did.
They can't hear you. Thank goodness. If you... But she did say yes. So there is that. So who's a sucker now? You were not drunk. You guys hear that? Look at this. What the heck? Oh man, really? Make sure you get your back stitches in. All right. Now, before we sew this last one, grab that clip, hold that in place. This is where we're gonna have Mark hate life, because this is a little bit of a pain in the butt, especially when I didn't leave enough room here. It's all right, let's see what we can do. If we can't do it, then there's always those beautiful seam rippers from Michelle, Country Roads. All right, get out of my way, dude. All right. There we go. You're just trying to match these seams up a little bit, because this is where we're going to sew everything together and make it one continuous piece. I know there's got to be a better way to do it, but I struggle. This may be where I start cussing. There we go. All right. Now, bring this damn thing over to your machine. There we go. Carrie Red, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate that. Thank you for that. We'll get you guys off a little something something. I don't know. All right. Maybe some really cute sewing stickers. Maybe some Halloween ones. I don't know. Depends on what Janine will let me take. There we go. All right. Bring this back a little closer to us. Get a drink of water because dry mouth. Clip some strings because you forgot to earlier. There we go. Almost there, everybody. Almost there. All right. There we go. All right, and this is where we start flipping things over. This is where you find out you kind of screwed up on two of the four corners. It's all right. So back a little too far. get my handy Country Roads with Michelle. Oh shit. Oops, I screwed up. Fix your problem here. There we go. All right. There we go. Get that stupid stitch that's screwing you up. See, this is where you're going to start cussing. There it is. Those are the stitches that are screwing things up. There they are. There. All right. Now, come back to the front. Get your clips back out. Make sure you pull your binding over to hide your stitches. Get to the corners. And this is where you sometimes can hate life because they get bunchy. See, this one is going to give me fits because this is where I have a lot of extra material. Which we can cut that off just to get rid of some of this bulk. Get rid of some of that bulk there. This is where one little stitch just drives you nuts. It's all right. Really? Pull this over. All right. Again, where you can get rid of some unnecessary bulk, do it. So I'm just getting rid of the vinyl that's right there because that is unnecessary. I may be keeping this one because I don't like the way it's coming out. But again, it goes to show you that you'll never get it right all the time. Just go ahead and go with it. There. Really? Well, where the hell did that go? This last corner. See? And this is where I really want to start cussing. Because this isn't doing what I want it to. May have to pull this whole thing out. Ah, there it goes. Yeah, that one's going to be a little bit bulky. Ah. Damn it. I had it and then the whole thing just slipped.
You're fine, you got it. Go clip.
Ah, you mother. All right. Let's start from down here. Change your stitch length to 3.5. And there we go. Uh-oh. Excuse me a second. I just realized my laptop is about to die because it's not plugged in. Why it's not plugged in, I don't know. There it is. Wake up the cat because, well, she always wakes us up at night. Right, Tiff? Should be playing that song right about now. All right, folks, this is almost over. All right. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I was just sitting here trying to get this going and thinking that, you know, again, it's not going to be perfect because none of us are perfect. Kind of made a few creative mistakes here and there, but it's just about done. So there we go. All right. Let me get these strings out of the way. All right. Find out you missed a stitch there. This is where you kind of go, damn it. And you have to put a stitch in where you didn't want to. Sorry about that, guys, but you know, things are what they are. You screw up here and again, you just have to make the best of it and fix it. And this is the big reveal where you get to rip this paper off. And there we go, our completed project bag. She is by far not perfect, but she's got a handle. Cool little zipper. And there we go. All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. I'll go ahead and run a flash sale on a completed bag here. Should have 1 or 2 in there. Oh, there we go. I've got a completed patchwork project bag. I'll go ahead and run a flash sale on it for a minute here. That one is the patchwork one that I did. That one does not have a handle. This one does. Yeah, that pink was there to break up all that blue. Well, thank you so much, Sharon. I appreciate that. Now, I've also got one more here. Ah, there it is. This one. Let me go grab this one. I'll start the flash sale on it right now. But let me grab it and show you guys. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. I'll run a flash sale on this one too. Oh, I only ran it for 30 seconds, but I'll grab it real quick. All right. So Sharon, this is the one that you purchased. This one's really cool. I like it. It's a patchwork. Got the Singer sewing charm on it. It's really cool. This one is the pink one. This one is kind of cool. Got that bling right there, that nice green. Oh, it's got that green bling right there. And look at the colors that one. Does that not say springtime or what? I'll run that one more time on the flash sale. Now, I also have a kit for the one I just did today. Huh. Why is this thing not charging? There we go. There we go. I almost pulled a dirt hopper and had my phone go. All right.
You gonna run the one you just made?
I can. I don't want to. So, I've got the one I just made. Ah. Okay. I've got this one, the one I just made. Let's go ahead and do that. That's a little better. I will go ahead and add a charm to it. She's not perfect. I'll go ahead and add it. How many ounces do I have this thing set for? That should be all right. Actually, it's 4 to 7. All right. This is for this one that I currently made. This one here. I appreciate you guys coming in, spending a little bit of time saying hello. All right. I will add it to the bin. One final thing that I'll run today is the kit for this one. Again, if you purchase the kit, then you will go ahead and be able to watch this video over and over again, see me screw up, see where I screwed up so you don't. Where are you? Well, oh, there it is. I'll run that on flash sale for 25% off. You get the kit with those cool cowgirl boots.
That one has fleece, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, that's right. This one has the fleece in it. This one actually has the fleece included. I already put it on there, so that one's ready to just sew together. Because I kind of screwed up. I was going to make 2 bags, and then I decided, oh crap, I did it. I messed up. So I'll run that one more time.